In a world where strength defines destiny, one man once stood above all. Gilfus Eldrian, the greatest martial artist in history. But even legends meet their end. And Gilfus believed he had reached his. Until fate decided his story wasn't over. This is when the strongest in history gets reborn after 1,000 years. Our story begins with Gilfus Eldrian, a man who devoted his entire life to reaching the absolute peak of martial arts. Yet, no matter how hard he tried, that summit always seemed out of reach. Desperate for power, he chased after an ancient legend. The tale of a golden fruit said to grant immortality, hidden within a sanctuary guarded by a dragon. After a brutal, life-threatening battle, Gilfus slayed the mighty beast and claimed the golden fruit for himself. Sitting on the dragon's corpse, he finally felt like a true conqueror. With a confident smile, he took a bite, believing this fruit would finally make him the strongest being alive. Decades passed. The once mighty Gilfus had grown old. Surrounded by his children and his eldest son, Gileam, he lay on his deathbed. Though he told his family he had no regrets, deep inside, he did. He regretted one thing: that he never truly reached the peak. Moments later, he drew his final breath. Or so he thought. Gilfus suddenly opened his eyes, only to find everything around him had changed. His body felt light, too light. When he looked down, he realized he had tiny hands, baby hands. He had been reborn as an infant. At first, he panicked until it hit him. That golden fruit. It wasn't the fruit of immortality after all. It was the fruit of reincarnation. And that realization made him grin. He might not have become immortal, but this was even better. Another chance to reach the summit he once failed to grasp. But his joy was cut short when he noticed something odd. Around him were several other babies, and the room they were in wasn't normal. Then, a group of maids walked in, each holding bottles filled with a strange red liquid. They picked up one of the babies, a goblin, and fed it the mixture. Seconds later, the goblin exploded. Gilfus froze in horror as the room was splattered with blood. The maids simply sighed, saying they'd have to dilute the mixture next time. Before he could react, one of them grabbed him and forced the bottle into his mouth. The taste burned through his throat, powerful, ancient, and wild. Then it clicked. This wasn't milk. It was dragon's blood. They were feeding newborns ancient dragon blood to test their endurance. If they survived, they'd be trained as warriors of the Laragan family. If not, they'd die like that goblin. Gilfus, now reborn as Zeke Eldrian, quickly realized the danger, but also the opportunity. He could feel the raw magic inside the blood. If he could withstand it, he might surpass his past self. And so, rather than spit it out, he drank every last drop. 7 years passed, and Zeke had grown into a powerhouse of a boy. He trained relentlessly, balancing massive boulders while doing one-handed push-ups, casually reaching 1,000 reps before taking a break. But despite his monstrous physique, he was still ranked as only a one-star warrior. In this world, a person's strength was measured by stars, each star representing a condensed core of true power. In his past life, Zeke reached 10 stars, the highest ever recorded. Now, he was back to square one, but not for long. Born as the illegitimate son of the Laragan family head, his mother had passed away, and his father never acknowledged him. He lived under watchful maids, denied the proper combat training that other children received. Even so, Zeke trained himself harder than anyone else, surviving in the forest, eating poisonous herbs, and enduring pain to strengthen his body. One day, while training alone, he sensed someone trailing him. But before he could investigate, a wild boar charged at him. With a smirk, Zeke took a stance and punched. A single blow that shattered the beast from the inside out. That's when he realized it wasn't the number of stars that mattered. It was their quality. Soon after, Zeke was summoned to the main house for an entrance examination into the Dragon's Nest Academy, the prestigious school of the Laragan family. He had no idea what kind of test awaited him. At the academy grounds, Zeke met Langus, a shy but kind boy from a lower family. Langus explained the rules, but before they could talk much, a group of bullies led by Retin mocked them, calling Langus the son of a mock dragon, a term used for failures and outcasts. Zeke, never one to tolerate arrogance, told Retin straight up, "He's stronger than you and your gang of trash combined." Retin swore revenge. When the exam began, the students were told to leave a single scratch on a massive black stone. Most failed miserably, even breaking their arms in the attempt. Langus explained that the rock was a regeneration stone, one that healed instantly and multiplied impact by 100-fold. Only perfect control of energy could mark it. Then, Zeke's number was called. Ignoring the weapons offered, he stepped forward and said, "My fists are enough." With the Dragon Slayer combat technique, he unleashed a brilliant yellow aura and struck. The stone shattered. Everyone froze. Even the examiner was speechless. That level of power should have been impossible for a one-star. When given a healing potion as a reward, Zeke realized it wasn't just a potion. It was an elixir, proof of how much the world had advanced in his absence. Then came Langus's turn. He tried and failed twice with a sword. On his final attempt, Zeke encouraged him to try a spear instead. And against all odds, Langus pierced the unbreakable stone. The crowd went silent. Then, cheers erupted. Langus had passed. Zeke smiled. "Told you," he said, proud of his new friend. After the exams, the students gathered for the entrance ceremony. That's when Zeke saw him. Balsa Eldra, the current head of the Laragan family, and Zeke's biological father. Balsa's mere presence sent waves of pressure that made every student tremble. Except Zeke. While others gasped for air, Zeke stood tall, unshaken, glaring with pure hatred he didn't even fully understand. Zeke was assigned to the East Dorm, and to his surprise, his roommate turned out to be none other than Langus. The two quickly bonded, becoming close friends. A month later, training began. Students practiced the dragon's breath, a technique created generations ago from what was once Zeke's own invention, the Dragon King's breath. He couldn't help but laugh. So, they turned my technique into this, huh? While others struggled, Zeke trained with impossible weights, mastering everything at lightning speed. At lunch, he met Laika, the head's daughter, talented, proud, and curious about him. She asked how he managed to break the regeneration stone. Zeke simply smirked and said, "Guess I'm just built different." Impressed, Laika offered to make him her subordinate, promising fame and support. Zeke stabbed his knife into the table and replied coldly, "I serve no one." His aura exploded, shaking the entire hall. Enraged and humiliated, Laika challenged him to a duel. And with that, the strongest man in history was about to face the heiress of his own bloodline. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment next part to see how Zeke's duel unfolds and what destiny awaits the man who was once the strongest in history.